Hello, we have arrived. Episode 70, 70.0, Excelente. Here we go. It's March 11th. Three things today with Ian. I am going to talk about how sad I am about missing March 10th, aka Mario Day. We are going to talk about what cheaper AI might mean for you and I and the rest of the world. And I'm going to bemoan, maybe, the fact that serial television now is down from the episode count of like the 20s to 8 to 10. What does it mean to have less episodes? Good, bad, ugly? We'll talk about it all after these messages. Okay, that was your commercial break. Business leaders want cheaper AI. Unclear. Oh, there's the cat behind me, by the way. Unclear if you want cheaper AI. Once again, this is a race to the bottom, folks. AI is not going anywhere. ChatGPT, DeepSeek, OpenAI. This is your future. Your robot overlords are ready to serve you. So let's go back to January. I'm pointing at the cat, but I don't mean to. DeepSeek unveiled, upended a lot of pre-existing assumptions about AI, namely that it would cost, that to get better models, it would cost more money, right? And companies, even companies like NVIDIA and OpenAI and Google, even companies that have billions and billions of dollars, they want to spend as little as possible. In a survey of business leaders, it was revealed that DeepSeek offers comparable performance to better-known models from OpenAI, Meta, Google, and Alibaba. But ultimately, the reason why DeepSeek, it's kind of weird, it's hard to say that, DeepSeek isn't in common nomenclature is because privacy concerns, right? Anything from across the way to our brothers and sisters from the East, there's ultimately concerns about privacy and about what they're using our data for. So, but the main effect that DeepSeek had was that it changed everyone's expectations that good AI could be done in a cheaper manner. So here's the crux of the issue. How do we get cheaper? How do we spend less on good AI? Well, I didn't realize this, and this was new to me. AI models are priced by the number of tokens or portions of words that are input and output by the model. For example, OpenAI's Zero-3 mini chain of reasoning model involves breaking down a problem into detailed step-by-step instructions. These steps can be verbose, and when it comes to AI, words, verbose, equals more cost. I didn't quite realize that. An alternative to this chain of reasoning model has been proposed by researchers at Zoom. Remember Zoom? New technique is called chain of draft. If you tell a model to simply limit those steps to succinct drafts of only 5 words instead of wordy sentences, not only can you achieve high performance on responses, but you can cut computing costs by 90%. So this is how DeepSeek got away with being so frugal, if you will. So the new chain of draft, this is all brand new to me. This is fascinating, I think. It's faster, cheaper, and sometimes better, right? We don't know. 2 rocks are always in a straight line, I always say. It's that third rock that really tells you all the difference. Chain of draft is notable for its ease of use. Users can simply change the prompts they enter to see the benefit. We shall see. Like I said, whether we like AI or not, whether we use it, whether we feel like we would rather have AI do our laundry and dishes as opposed to the actual tasks we enjoy, it's here to stay. So anyway, that's my number one thing. That was kind of fun for me to research. Next, I am so sad that I missed out on National Mario Day. So when you write out March 10th, right, it kind of looks like Mario, thus the name. I am awash in emotion and sadness. I missed Mario Day. That was yesterday, March 10th, March 11th. We're still going to talk about Mario today. The iconic character, today known as Mario, first appeared as a carpenter named Jumpman. And then they made a jump to not only change his name, but his occupation. So in 83, Nintendo launched a new game in which he changed from a Jumpman and Donkey Kong being the main character, where we have now our beloved Mario, the plumber, the Italian plumber who rescues princesses. I will say that the plot and narrative of Mario games has not been its strong point. So we're going to talk about the best 4 Mario games. We have 35 years, 250 million copies later. There's a lot to draw from. I'm going to give you my top 4. Super Mario 64. So this was the game that brought about the resurgence of the 3D environment and Mario firmly placed within it. It introduced us, maybe you, definitely me, to 3D platforming. But this game, which is available to play on the Switch, I bought a bundle which includes this game. It's fresh, fun, still very playable. It is from the era where graphics have aged terribly, ungracefully. But if you think about Mario 64, it's going to be your top 5 because its pedigree and influence alone. It took the concept of 2D platforming and it escalated it to basically be a free world environment. They spent a lot of time on a physics engine that actually worked. Mass, weight, inertia, and size, those all play out depending on how you run and jump and grab ledges. Every block and seesaw and slide and trap and enemy was perfectly placed. This is a rare, timeless 3D classic that still holds up today. The next one, the number 3 game, is Super Mario Bros. 3. This established the series' penchant for secrets. If you watch anything or know anything about speedrunning, the warp whistle allows you to basically jump to like the last level of the game, right? So these little quick little things have allowed speedrunners to absolutely love these kind of beloved games because you can jump around and you can kind of take advantage of the fact that it's 8-bit and there's a lot of coding issues. Super Mario Bros. 3 has phenomenally difficult levels. The hilarious perspective shifts introduce you to Giant Land and Dark Land. Inventive world design all makes for a phenomenal game. This also was the game that really incorporated the crazy new wardrobe designs. Remember the Tanuki suit? That's essentially a Japanese panda. Super Mario Odyssey. This is one of my favorite games. Truly brought the plumber into the 21st century. This was released as part of the Switch's launch. Globe-trotting adventure. You got a land where you're battling soup demons, to Bowser, to Japanese samurai, to the dark side of the moon, to the dark side of the moon. The unique hat mechanic, which allows him to transfer his consciousness, was really creative and fun. This is just a pure fun feel game. And the best of the best, Super Mario World. It came out in 1990. This is on a lot of people's best game of all time list. It brought us into the 16-bit world. So Super Nintendo, it doubled the graphics engine, what you could do. Emphasis on exploration. Even though it was a 2D platformer, there were different ways to go through pipes and to navigate the levels. Mechanically, this is probably the tightest Mario game ever. Every jump, every fireball, every cape spin performed exactly the same as the one before, and this reliability, which was new to the franchise, allowed the masterful players to elevate their game. And some people say it was like composing a symphony as they were playing it. It was that beautiful. So those are some Mario games. I want to hear from you. Everybody has a favorite Mario game. It is everywhere. It is a transcendent cultural icon, and I missed it. I will not miss March 28th, which is Patriots Day, the day we all remember we came back from trailing the Falcons 3-28 in the Super Bowl, and that was so fantastic. All right, switching gears a little bit. Let's talk about episodes of TV. So, those that know me know I love some good television, and we have changed. The seasons of 23 episodes are gone, right? I can't think of any sitcom, any network television show that has 23 episodes. That used to be the gold standard. You could lock it in. We've moved on from that. We're 8 to 10 episodes. So it's not coming back. So I'm not going to discuss this in terms of there's no amount of wanting. We have moved to an 8 to 10 episode season, right? And so let's talk about the positive things. What does this allow TV to do? Right? So the advantage of fewer episodes is the ability to bring more focus on quality air quotes, storytelling, deeper character development, higher production value. Those are all super important because you only have you have far less time with us. Creators can dedicate more time and space to each installment instead of having those sort of bloat episodes and having things not really happen. I am on season 9 of Frasier. I love Frasier to death. I could talk about it all day. Most episodes, nothing really happens in terms of moving the plot along. It took 7 seasons for Niles to finally tell Daphne he loved her. So that just tells you right there. So key advantage of having less episodes is higher quality content, better pacing, the creative freedom, right? Without a long season, you have to be more creative. You have to get eyeballs and keep them, right? From the network's perspective, there's reduced viewer fatigue. It's more cost efficient. There's some downsides, right? It's less binge worthy. How sad is it when you're loving a show, after 7 episodes, you realize you're on the finale already and you got to wait 2 years for it to come back? Potential for rush storylines. This can happen, right? When you have such limited time, you can tend to rush things. Sometimes the pacing's not good. There's old plot points that are just dropped or not wrapped up. Less frequent engagement, right? This is sort of that water coolers talk where when you had a 23 episode season of The Simpsons, which that show might actually be that long still. I don't know. I didn't look it up. But you had all those water cooler moments. There was more to talk about. There was just more of everything, more content, more characters. But you can do this. So I guess my question is, what I leave you with is quality over quantity. Do you buy it? Do you believe the networks and the producers saying that they have prioritized higher quality content and that shorter seasons allow for more focused writing, production, and overall storytelling? Are there more cohesive and engaging storylines with this drop in episodes? I'm not sure. I know that I've seen excellent shows that are very short. I mean, anything Scandinavian or from the BBC, you might get 4 to 6 episodes, for God's sakes, for those. So, Watchmen was phenomenal. Fleabag, another short episode season. And then even Breaking Bad. That was kind of when we sort of broke the mold and we were changing from 23 to 15 to 13. So let me know your thoughts on this. Like I said, this is more of just what does it mean to you kind of thing. We're not going to go back to having super long seasons of things. We're just not going to do it. So anyway, I talked about the episode count dropping from 23 to 8 to 10. We talked about cheaper AI models, what it means, how it's done with the tokens, and our other topic that I've already forgotten about because I'm so involved in you and the pod. We talked about Mario, the beloved plumber, and his best pal, Luigi. May you always have a Luigi by your side and a pipe to jump through to escape trouble. Be above the line. Be kind. I will see you tomorrow. Share me with a friend. Let's get those 100 subscribers so I can get rid of this hair, okay? Let's do this thing. Bye.